Hey YouTube, it's Fashion. Today's video is going to be dedicated to appointment prep. Basically how to prepare your own hair to get a weave done and also how to prepare the weave hair that you purchased to get installed on your head. Whatever weave it is that you decide to go with, basically it's going to be about the same kind of process about how to prepare either for your hair or for the weave that you're going to apply. Let's start with your own hair. I believe in doing weaves for such a long time that a person should come to an appointment prepared for the stylist to actually braid their hair. That is how I ask for my clients to show up. I think that it's a way for the client to save money and not have the stylist actually having to wash their hair or condition their hair. These are all really simple things that you could be doing at home. So basically, when you're at home, you can get a nice protein treatment for your hair. I like Apogee. You can buy that from Sally's. You definitely want to read the directions very carefully and follow them as instructed. And I also like for my clients to come without a bunch of products in their hair. I say no products at all, knowing that you still will put some products in your hair, but I know if I say no products at all, then you'll be very light-handed with applying products to your hair, because if you come with a very greasy scalp, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for the stylist to braid up your hair. And it's also going to transfer, that oil that you put on your scalp is also going to transfer onto the weave hair, which weave products really should be used with very little or oil-free products. Okay? Now another thing, come with the tangles, come detangled, because you don't want the time spent in the salon and having to be charged an extra charge if you are coming with a bunch of dreadlocks and tangles in your hair. I myself do charge extra if I have to detangle somebody's hair because it obviously takes a little bit more time. For me to do a weave, it takes about 2 hours of time if the person comes well prepared. If you come tangle free with your hair blown out and dry, it takes about 2 hours to do a weave. And to be very honest with you, if it takes a stylist longer than I'm going to give them, if it takes a stylist longer than 3 hours to do your hair, even if they have to wash it and all that stuff, if it takes them longer than 3 hours, to be honest with you, they're practicing. And I don't really think that you want to spend your money on somebody that's practicing how to do a weave in your hair. I've heard about people spending 5 and 6 hours in a salon. It's just not right, especially if you're the only client. 5 and 6 hours to do an install for a sew-in, I'm only speaking of sew-ins right now, it's really just too long. And you should obviously be able to spend your time better than sitting in a salon all day. But anyway, that's just me. Anybody else, if you do weaves and it takes you a lot longer, do your thing. I'm just saying. That's how I roll. Let's talk about the appointment prep for the weave itself, the hair that you're going to purchase. I can't tell you how many times that I've said to clients, you know, if you're going to, let's just talk about the beauty salon for right now. I can't tell you how many times that a client has been told, when you go to the beauty supply store, these are the approved brands that you should purchase. And they always come back with something other than what I've said to get. Why is that? It's because you are listening to the salesperson in the store who does not have your best interest in mind. I never tell somebody to go to the store and purchase Indie Remy. I don't like that hair at all. I've never said to my client, go purchase Indie Remy. It's the most expensive, one of the most expensive brands that you can purchase in a beauty supply store. And that is why the person behind the counter always says, get Indie Remy. Why? Because they're trying to make money. Usually it is the owner of the store that is saying, this is what you should buy. And a lot of times they say, purchase Indie Remy. The hair is just not that good for the price. It really isn't. I'm just being honest. If you want to know the kinds of hair that I like for people to purchase, you can watch the other video. I think it says something like these brands work or something like that. I don't like Indie Remy. Bobbi Boss, Indie Remy, they are the same hair. So if I say to you, just for instance, hey, go to the store and purchase Goddess. When you get there and you're looking for Goddess, the person always says, oh, no, buy Indie Remy. this doesn't tangle, this doesn't shed. How do they even know that it doesn't tangle or shed? Because most of the time the person selling it to you is somebody that doesn't wear weave, or their girl doesn't wear weave. People they know and affiliate themselves with don't wear weave, so why would you listen to that person behind the counter in a beauty supply store who doesn't wear weave? Now, unless this chick has hair in herself and is that particular brand of hair, don't listen to them. And that most of the time is not the case. And I've been to many, many beauty supply stores, and usually the person selling it is not the person that actually wears weave. I love how they have like all these guys who don't wear weave, don't do weave, never been to cosmetology school, don't know a lot about weave, but that's usually the person that's selling the hair. Usually. Now, maybe you'll get a rare instance or occasion where the person that's selling the hair to you is a cosmetologist or a person that styles or something like that. And we're just, like I said, speaking about beauty supply stores. So, I think it's very important. Now, if your stylist says, yes, go get Bobbi Boss, go for it. It's not a particular brand of hair I like myself, so I don't recommend people getting it. But I always, it's almost like, I'll say maybe